Hey guys, Wimberly here. Okay, well this is my next installment in my little series, my little SHTF slash Heaven Help Me hair and skincare products that I make. These are all products that I feel every prepper should have without fail. And I'm going to explain to you all the reasons why you should have them and tell you what all goes in this toner. This is a toner that I use for both my son and my daughter, and they are very prone to acne. They have very oily skin, and they just really struggle. Their father had the same issues as a teenager and a young adult, and so they inherited that, bless their hearts. So I've done years worth of research on how to help my children in their skin. We went through all kinds of prescriptions. We went through very expensive facial soaps, cleansers, toners, creams, you name it. We've tried everything. I've spent thousands of dollars, and so I would say that this is not something that people with dry skin should take at all. Because the witch hazel that I'll be using has alcohol in it, and that's very drying to the skin. So if you already have dry skin, this would not be something that you would use. However, if you use organic witch hazel with no alcohol added, which is what I do, you can absolutely use the same essential oils. They're very good at clarifying the skin, cleaning out your pores real well, and disinfecting your skin and helping to reduce breakouts. It really, really, really works for me. So with all that said, let's get started on everything that you're going to need. You're going to need, I prefer, you can do whatever you want to, but I prefer this brown bottle right here. And this is a 16-ounce beer bottle that I got from the home brewery store. I like these because they're dark in color, and they have this cap on top of them that are airtight, and you attach them to the bottles so they don't fall off. And I really, really like that because my kids, being teenagers and they're not always responsible, they forget to put the cap on things, and things get knocked over and they spill or they evaporate because they don't have a lid on them. So I really, really like these bottles. And so yeah, I got those at online last year. I bought them specifically for my hair and skincare products, and I bought them from a website, and I'll put a link in the down bar. But this is a great company that I'm going to be sharing with y'all. I bought the bottles. I bought 12 of them, and somebody accidentally sent me 3 cases of them. So I immediately called the company, once the package got here, and I told them, I said, look, y'all sent me 3 times as many bottles as what I needed and what I ordered. What do you want me to do? And I wasn't about to pay the shipping to ship them back to them, and so I wanted to make sure. And I wasn't going to keep them either and not say anything, because that's just not right. Somebody has worked really hard to build their company, and I don't care how big, I don't care if it's a Walmart, I don't care if it's a mom and pop store. If I get something that I did not pay for, I always go back, because accidents happen. Things they fall under your purse, or your kids got it in their hand and the cashier doesn't see it, I don't see it, and you walk out to your truck and you're like, oh, I didn't pay for this. I always turn around and go back and I pay for it. And if I get home and find out that I haven't been charged for something, the next time I go back, I'll take my receipt and I'll explain to them what happened, and I always pay for it, because I believe in doing that. I don't believe in keeping things that you were not charged for. I do not roll that way. I just think it's a good way to live your life, So with that said, I called the owner of the company, and I told him what happened, and of course he was a little aggravated, and he didn't want to pay that much for shipping all those bottles back either. So what he did was he offered me a special price on these bottles, and he gave them to me for 20 cents a piece for the extra bottles, and I paid well over $1 a piece for these bottles, y'all. So I mean, it worked out great. I think he was just very thankful and very shocked that I actually called him and told him what happened. So yeah, great company, great man of integrity, and he appreciated my integrity, and he blessed me for it. So I've got tons of these bottles, and I use them all the time. I use them for salad dressing, I use them for my shampoos, I use them for my hair oils, I use them for toners, anything. You can make your own syrup and put them in here. You know, now I haven't figured out how you would can something like this yet, but I'm not even sure you could, but definitely good for all kinds of things. I make my own rose water, I make my own witch hazel sometimes, and I store them in the refrigerator in these bottles. So it's just great product to have, great thing to have in your preps, in my humble opinion. Now, with all that said, you could absolutely bake this toner and just put your essential oils in the bottle and not even worry about getting another bottle. One thing I will tell you is to please keep it in a dark, dry place, like in the medicine cabinet or under the sink. That way that the light doesn't break down your essential oils and make it less effective. And you're going to want to do that because there's absolutely no preservatives or parabens or anything in any of these products that we're going to be making or that I'm going to be showing you. So that's going to be really important, is to protect your product and get the most use out of it as you can. So then what you're going to do is you're going to need a little funnel, of course, to pour your stuff in your bottle. But you're going to need 3/4 of a teaspoon of pure lavender oil, half a teaspoon of pure tea tree oil, and half a teaspoon of pure rosemary oil. And these are all 3 essential oils. So, and they're all distilled. And so yeah, you know, be really careful of the products that you buy. I'm going to leave some links in the down bar. It's just really important that you get your products from somewhere that you're really going to get what you paid for. Okay? So anyway, with all that said, you're going to take your oils and your witch hazel. You're just going to pour it in this bottle, shake it up, and it's done. Very, very simple, very, very easy to have on hand. You don't even have to think about it. One thing I will say is when you go to use this product, shake it up every time, because the witch hazel and the oil separate from one another, and so you're going to want to shake that up so that you don't get all oil when you pour it on your little cotton pad. Okay, so try to remember that. Also, what's really good about this product that I really enjoy is the fact that I can use it on scrapes, I can use it on sunburn if I need to, I can use it on bug bites, cuts, you name it. If I'm out of alcohol or peroxide or something, I can absolutely go get this toner and use it to cleanse anything. So keep that in mind. Very, very good information right there, by the way. It's good for poison ivy and poison oak as well. Now, these oils are amazing, y'all. Both of these two are antifungal, they're antibacterial, they will kill all kinds of bacteria, fungus, the tea tree oil even kills tons of different kind of staph infections or germs. I'll leave a link on the down bar showing you all the uses for each one of these oils, but this tea tree oil is by far the most effective product you could possibly have. And then you're going to have the lavender oil, and then your rosemary oil. Okay, these are going to be things that I really think everybody should absolutely not be without, because in a SHTF situation, you're not going to be able to go to the grocery store and pick up some Bactine or some Campho-Phenique or things like that you would normally use to treat your cuts and bruises and scrapes and burns and poison ivy. You're just not going to be able to go run to the store and get that. But you can make products, if you have these on hand, you can make products that are going to effectively handle the situations that you need to be handled. So, in my opinion, my humble opinion, you cannot go wrong with these 3 oils. I've got tons more oils that I'd love to share with y'all, but these 3 are the ones that are going to be the most essential to have in your preps, absolutely, without fail. I use this tea tree oil on everything. As a matter of fact, I'm fixing to do another video on how to make a spray that you use in your shower that kills mold, and just you spray it all over your bathtub, you spray it on the walls, you spray it on the shower curtain, and you're not going to get that slimy mold buildup that happens when the bathtub's wet all the time. So, because this will kill it. This will absolutely kill it. I spray this. As a matter of fact, we had an issue with some black mold. There was a water leak behind my refrigerator. It was leaking from the ice maker line, and this killed it. I sprayed this all over it. It killed it. I was able to clean it up off the wall. I've not had any more issues at all whatsoever. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful product. I mean, do not be without this product if you can. And it's not expensive at all. And I'm going to have links to everything in the description box where you can go and look and see at the prices. These are a little bit bigger bottles, and I buy them like that because I need the bigger bottles because I use them every day. All 3 of these every day. I just was not able to find the bigger bottle in the rosemary. Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to share this with y'all. Try it out. If you have any questions, always feel free to ask me anything, and I'll be glad to answer any questions that you have. Y'all have a good one, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.